Hey guys, in the last episode we created this migration and we changed the task and we dropped the owner. What else did we do? We added column user ID and we also created that, and we also changed the task at the constraint, which is a foreign key to the user's ID. So that's good, and we run the migrations. By the way, each time I'm running the project, I have to rerun the migrations, so maybe it would be also useful for you. I'm going to create a Makefile here. And here I'm going to add the migrate. And this has to be, by the way, top. And this I'm going to write to migrate here. So we are using migrate. And if you remember, we put already to here to script address. You can install it from there. So I'm gonna migrate database. It's gonna be Postgres, user password, localhost, and the port is 5433, and database is task, and I'm gonna close the SL mode, disable. I'm gonna define the path as migrations, and it's going to be up, and that should be already it. Let me run it to be sure. Make migrate. There's no change, but that is the command you're going to run. That's one thing. Maybe one more thing. I'm going to add migrate create as well. So this I'm going to use the same command. I'm going to use the create. And what else? So extension is going to be SQL, directory migrations. And here we are going to use a variable, and I'm going to indicate a name. So whenever we need to use this, what do we do here? Make, migrate, create. And we're just going to say name. Let's say there's create table, I don't know, like posts or something. So that is going to be the syntax. But for now, that is the migration file. We can put more stuff here later, like build, for example. Go build tasks, for example. And I'm going to indicate to the main package here. So those are useful ones if we make builds. And it's going to create the builds. Yeah, it's still, we have to fix some stuff, but yeah, if it was not failing, it was supposed to create the migration. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to close this and let's continue. So what else can we do? Maybe let's first come here and try to fix that issue. So that's the complaining part. We don't have the owner anymore. We have to add the user. And I'm going to come to that in a bit. But what I want here is actually, I want to add a little bit of HTTP stuff, HTTP. Let's first close this. HTTP handle func. Yeah. So I'm gonna add this so we can add some users from the screen, so we can use it in the while define our task. So for that is very useful. So I can create here a closure, and that's it basically. And if you do HTTP listen and serve, and I'm going to indicate it's going to be 880 and nil. If you do this and just, maybe put something, maybe just change this stuff. This is too long. I'm going to use this. And hello world. If you do this, I'm going to run this. I hope there is no other error, but it seems like there is. So we have to fix all of them to be able to run this. So it's in the task repository implementation. There's another error, line 22. Okay, I think we need to, let's not run this stuff for now. I'm gonna comment them and these ones as well. And yeah, just for DB, we can use ping, so it's not gonna complain. So let's run it again. Yeah, there's some other stuff. And one last thing, I hope, and which is this. So let's just, we're gonna need it, so I'm gonna just put this. Finally, it worked, and I want to show we can reach the, so this is the user part. We're gonna make it a little bit better. I even think what can we do is here to add a little bit more structure. I'm gonna add the controllers directory here, and I'm gonna add the users, whatever. Maybe just user is better here. Yeah. And I'm going to define user struct here. So we can add any dependency here later. But for now, user, sorry. And I'm going to use create. Here we have to use HTTP response writer. And here HTTP request. And yeah, just do the same thing here. Hello world. So if you go here, instead of having this, let's actually completely remove that. And let's define a user controller. And it's going to be controllers and user. It has to be controllers user. Then we use handle here, and we're going to use users, and we're going to use a handler function, and we're going to put the user controller and create here. So that is also better way, and it's still working, so you're still able to reach the user. But I think this way is much more structured. And what I will do here, I'm gonna also create templates, and I'm gonna put the first user HTML. So let's come here, and instead of this, let's create a TMPL, and it's gonna use a standard library function, which is gonna be template, and we have to import HTML template, and this is going to parse files, templates, and users HTML. If error is not nil, let's error. You have to return the W and can't parse template, and this is internal server, and we can return here. Otherwise, let's serve it nil, and error we can return. If error and not nil, then HTTP error as well here. Let's say can't run the template. Internal server. Okay. So if you come here, and I'm going to put some HTML here. Users, and I'm going to rerun everything. All right, I had to remove this slash here. Then I rerun that, and now we are able to parse the template.